What's going on, guys? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and the Colts unfortunately lose to the Buffalo Bills in their first preseason game as they lose 27 to 24. There were some good in this game for sure, but there were also some bad in the game. I'm going to get into that in just a second, but before I do that, if you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack that like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think about the game? What were some positives? What were some negatives? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So let's start off with some of the positives. Matt Ryan. I thought for his first preseason game with the Colts, I thought he played well. He went 6 for 10, had 58 yards. Honestly, he should have had more completions. There were some drops, which we'll get into in a little bit. But nonetheless, he went 6 for 10, made good decisions. For a first preseason game with a new team, I'm pretty happy. I expect him to continue to improve as he gets used to the system and used to all of the receivers that are on this team. Also, sticking with quarterbacks, Sam Ehlinger. I was really impressed with him. Not only because he went 10 for 11 and had 88 yards and 2 touchdowns, but when the pocket was collapsing, he was able to extend plays. Yes, he got sacked twice, but he was able to extend plays, give his receivers more time to get open. I was happy with his performance. And look, you guys know, if you've been listening to me on here or on Bring the Juice, I said I think Sam's going to get cut, and I think he'll be put on the practice squad. I'm starting to feel like he's not going to get cut, especially if he continues to improve in the preseason. I get it. Again, he's not playing against starters. It's the preseason, but still, he made good decisions. He was able to extend the play. I was happy with his performance all around. I was also happy for Alec Pierce as well as Jelani Woods. Each of them had 2 catches. Jelani Woods had a really nice touchdown in the end zone that Sam threw him. Alec Pierce had a couple pretty good catches as well. That makes me happy. You know, I like that the rookies are getting involved, and hopefully we see them get involved more and more as the preseason progresses. And then going to the offensive line, I personally thought that Bernhard Raimann was pretty good for his first game in NFL. I thought he played well for somebody who hasn't been a left tackle for much of his football career. He's been a left tackle for 1 season, right? Just 1 season with Central Michigan, maybe 2. I thought he was good, and it does look like he's going to need to improve a little bit. He's going to have to get used to NFL a little more and some of the really good defensive linemen he's going to have to go up against. That made me really happy. Moving on to the defense now. Something that made me really happy in this game was the defense's ability to get pressure on the quarterback. That really made me happy. Both the starters and guys coming off the bench were able to get pressure on the quarterback consistently, which was really good to see because that's going to make the job of the secondary so much easier. And it helped the secondary because they had multiple picks in this game. Isaiah Rodgers, I thought he played really well in this game. I thought Ronnie McLeod played pretty well. I thought Nick Cross played pretty well too. And then really go into that defensive line, guys like Cameron Klein and guys like Eric Johnson and Curtis Brooks, so on and so forth. I thought a lot of people on this defense did a really good job in the first 3 quarters. Now, in the fourth quarter, there were some issues too. We'll get into that in just a little bit, but I was really happy nonetheless with what I saw from the defense today when it came to getting pressure on the quarterback and forcing turnovers. That was something I liked quite a bit. Now let's move on to the not so good, the bad in this game. Starting off with the defense. There were multiple plays where guys were wide open. That's something that I think you need to fix. That's something you can't allow. You got to make sure it's difficult for these guys to get open, but it seemed like they were just wide open on multiple plays. Again, it's preseason. I'm not going to freak out about it. It's just something that has to be addressed. I think it's going to be addressed as the preseason progresses. I think you're going to see that improve for sure. Also didn't like seeing Matt Barkley have 224 yards passing, but, you know, that did happen. And then, end of the game, 3 straight drives, I believe, of scores. Yeah, Did not like that at all. You got to get stops, especially towards the end of the game. Again, it's preseason, but you can't allow the other team on like 3 straight drives to get points. You can't allow that at all. So I didn't like that when it came to the defense. Moving on to the offense, the drops, there were issues when it came to dropping the football. That's got to be fixed. I'm starting to want the Colts to bring in a veteran receiver. In my opinion, that's something I think they need to do because you can't have drops. I get it. These guys are young. They should be able to get this figured out. I'm not freaking out because it's a preseason, but the drops, I must admit, are a little concerning. Nick Foles, even though he did rebound after his first couple drives, Nick Foles didn't have the greatest game in the world. Had a really bad interception in this game. It took about 2 drives before he got comfortable, which at least he got comfortable and looked better later on in the game. But that one pick was terrible. And then Jack Cohn. I've been high on Jack Cohn. I think there is a big gap between Jack Cohn and Sam Ehlinger. I did not think he played all that great. Granted, some of the protection that he had wasn't good. But I didn't think he played particularly well. First preseason game, we'll see if he fixes it because he has looked pretty solid in training camp by what I've heard. So hopefully he gets better as the preseason progresses. But I do think because of how he played today, there is a gap between him and Sam Ehlinger. But we'll find out. And then some of the offensive line, like not the starters, but guys that came in after the starters, didn't play particularly great. I thought Fries played well. I thought Bernard Ryman played well. But Murray, I wasn't happy. I don't see him making the team, if I'm going to be completely honest. But there you guys have it. Colts lose to the Bills 27-24. There were some good things in this game for the Colts, but there were some things that need to be addressed. That's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. What were some of your positives and negatives in this game? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.